We started discussing the value stick, and in this chapter, we'll spend more time on willingness to pay, or the maximum amount that your customer is willing to spend on your services.
To start, let's say a customer contacts you and says they'll pay you $4,000 to bake a wedding cake. Do you think that's truly how much they would pay? Do you think they'd be willing to go higher? The reason we explore willingness to pay before we talk about price is because it's important to know how much your customer would pay if your prices were higher. This doesn't mean that you should charge at their level of willingness to pay. In fact, it is in your best interest to charge under their willingness to pay. Back to our cake example. We want to identify willingness to pay so we can set our prices, squeezing as much value out of the deal and allowing our customers to feel like they are getting great value. So how do we identify willingness to pay? We can tie it to 4 main factors. First is the average event budget. Second is percentage of budget they will be willing to spend on your services. Third is the importance they place on your service. And fourth is their expectations of the service. The first 2 factors set your baseline. For the average event budget, you should start by looking at the average event budget you tend to book. What's the range of pricing for your clientele? Second, look at the percentage of budget they spend on your service. We know that food makes up a much larger portion of budget than stationery, for example. The next 2 factors are set by your customer. Number 3 is the importance placed on your service. For some customers, photography is the most critical aspect of their event, and they're willing to spend so much more than someone who thinks entertainment is the most critical.